Hey, Eric.
Hey, Chris.
I did something today, actually just before this podcast, that I haven't done in 7 years plus.
Not since 2015.
Please note that my children were born 7 years ago.
It's a weird coincidence. Was it drinking orange Gatorade child size?
No, I ran a mile.
Oh, congratulations, buddy.
Thanks, I did it.
A full mile without stopping?
A full mile without stopping.
That's pretty good for your first attempt.
It wasn't my first
Not
attempt.
bad. Oh, okay. Rundad.com.
I'm becoming a run dad. I'm learning about all this kind of stuff. But anyway, it was a W I needed. I needed W
Run a whole mile without stopping. That's a big accomplishment.
The key to me being able to do this was to not try to keep up with my 7-year-old son.
I was going to say, did he outpace you? How'd that go?
Oh, yeah.
Chris is going to run an 8-minute mile by the time the Suikoden series ends.
8 minutes, I don't know.
One of them. He'll run one of them. It can be 8 minutes and 56 seconds. It will be an 8-minute mile.
Okay. Would you like to hear some hot sounds that I've recorded?
Yes.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Shepard.
You're Chris. Welcome.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast about classic JRPGs, chapter by chapter, beat by beat. This is Season 4, right? We're covering Suikoden 2 right now. We're on the Two Rivers chapter. This is episode 41. Congratulations, Suikoden Season 4, for becoming our third longest season at this time, surpassing Chrono Cross before you. My name is Chris. I'm joined by Eric. Hello, Eric.
My name's Eric. I'm joined by Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hello. We are also joined by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are listening to us record live. You too can join this wonderful community of wonderful human beings at patreon.com/retroam. In return, we shall give you bonus content that we worked very hard on, and most of it's probably good. I don't know. Some of it's older, but you know what?
It's great.
It's all right.
There's a beautiful innocence in the Terranigma season. Please listen to it.
Oh, yeah. I love Terranigma.
We are also...
Mayor McCheese back from hell.
That's right.
All right.
And Constable Butthole. I don't know what... we are also joined by the Fake Net, our post-production AI companion, who always seems to get dishonorable disqualifications in Bushido Blade.
Initializing fake net.
Winning is honorable, and beating and or killing the shit out of your opponent is the best way to win. To preserve honor.
Yeah, Fake Net.
Yeah.
You
can't bring a gun to that except for that one guy.
You can't. Well, that's Bushido Blade 2.
No.
Oh wait, no, I take that back. There's a boss in Bushido Blade 1 that
has a pistol.
That has a pistol. Yeah, kind of hilarious. Bushido Blade, a game I spent a lot of time with.
Yeah, fantastic game. It's no Nidhogg, but it's all right.
Nidhogg's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Nidhogg's great.
Nidhogg's a top 10 video game.
Do you like Nidhogg 2? Nidhogg 2's pretty good.
Nidhogg 2's pretty good, but there's like a purity to Nidhogg 1.
You're right. Absolutely.
A pure simplification of a very small rule set that makes it infinitely replayable.
I'll tell you what's not simple. The government arrangement of Two River City.
It's all fucked.
It's really fucked. We have made our explorations around town and documented those extensively, but now we are ready to proceed with the story. Once we go back to the human district...
Every day is a carnival plays.
It does, but only for a brief moment because we encounter a buff Scooby-Doo dogman named Ridley, who we've heard about, who is currently chastising our old pal Fitcher.
Suspicion plays.
Yes. Ridley says, for the crime of desertion while on a reconnaissance mission to South Window, and then compounding the crime with a lie about bringing back the person who defeated the Highland Army, you, Fitcher, are hereby sentenced to 100 lashes.
Ridley then holds the red whip in two hands and snaps it.
Cracking the whip, ready to beat this human.
Yeah.
The tables are turned. He does look kind of like a greyhound dog, those dogs that, he's not a greyhound. I think he's closer to like...
More of a Doberman.
Yeah, more of a Doberman, but he does kind of look like a racing dog.
Yeah.
So he's turning the tide on the humans who have used him in the past.
And it's like the past or his past life?
His existence in another dimension.
It is weird that like all the kobolds are kind of, Gengen shaped, and Ridley is just a Doberman.
He's a distinguished looking dog, and he also speaks in normal speech patterns as well. He doesn't have that woof woof arf arf stuff.
Is he domesticated?
I don't know.
Is his brain bigger?
Did he study with Matthew?
FakeNet, are Dobermans considered smart dogs?
Initializing fake net.
Yes, Doberman Pinschers are some of the smartest dogs in the world. In fact, they're the 5th smartest dog breed to obedience and working intelligence. But even so, what makes them truly smart is their ability to gauge perceived threats in nearly any situation and environment. It's why they're the premier guard dogs.
Anyway,
Kirby. It's funny. I came here without my reference for the first time, and the guard says you can't enter, and he starts like bumping your NPC, your physical body out of the way. Yeah, I thought that was a neat trick.
that's good.
But Fitcher stutters and pleads his case. He tells Ridley that Lord Rio will be here any minute now. He begs Ridley to wait longer, but Ridley says, "Your lies won't save you this time, Fitcher." I'm glad they're all sick of his shit too.
Yeah. Also, like later, the kobolds are going to question the loyalty of the humans. Maybe it's because you beat them with a whip.
I think so. Could possibly. Fitcher, whose hands are held up in a defensive position, backs up and says, but then really moves closer to Fitcher and says, "Rules are rules, and I won't bend them for you. Prepare for your punishment, Fitcher." Chris, have you ever sought punishment from a tough-looking anthropomorphic dog?
Sought punishment?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Okay, just checking, man.
Okay.
Fitcher begs Ridley to go easy on him, which Ridley counters by saying that wouldn't be much of a punishment. Ridley snaps that whip again, and we get a choice. Wait, stop! Or some dots.
I said, wait, stop.
Give him the dots. Fuck this dude.
Did he beat him?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Fitcher starts ultra vibrating, then screams. It fades to black, then Ridley mega whips the holy fucking shit out of Fitcher. What happened to you?
I said, wait, stop. Fitcher identifies me as Lord Rio, but nobody believes this shit. Ridley asks if I'm truly Lord Rio, leader of the Franz army. Fitcher's like, see, I told you. But Ridley asks for proof of my identity, and I don't have my proof of I don't have my reference
Wallet,
right now.
yeah.
But I can say, of course I'm me. Or, well, you see. And I say, of course I'm me. Ridley, however, doesn't buy it. But then Fitcher does something that we should have done all along. Fitcher is showing some initiative and some savvy here.
Okay, I didn't get any of this. This is fascinating.
He says, his right hand, he's got the same rune on his right hand as the hero Kinkaku did, the Bright Shield Rune.
Nice.
Ridley steps forward to confirm this and says, it is the Bright Shield Rune. I understand. Please come this way. I'd like you to meet Lord Makai, the leader of this town. Then Ridley walks inside. Fitcher looks at me and says, how'd I know about the rune? Haha, you underestimate me. Let's go in.
All right.
That's
well,
it.
Things unfolded differently for me.
Okay.
First off, there is a sound effect of Fitcher getting whipped repeatedly, but I didn't get it on mine because I wasn't prepared for it. So I looked through as many different Let Plays as I could find of this sequence.
Yeah.
Nobody chose this option.
Oh.
So I didn't get to capture any of that.
Okay.
Sucks. So after that, after Witcher gets mega whipped,
This fool just called Fitcher, Witcher.
it fades back in every day as a carnival plays. Fitcher, I'm surprised, is here and alive, and he says, "Yikes, that was scary." But Ridley was holding back. It was loud, but it hardly hurt at all. Fitcher then looks at me. "What happened to you? Thanks to you, I was nearly killed." Well, no, that might be overstating a little bit. But anyway, hurry up and see Lord Makai. I've got a feeling we don't have much time left.
So you can just walk in after that? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
We walk in. What music plays?
Quiet room?
Silent room.
Okay.
Blue banners with Two Rivers insignia are hung from the wall before like an office.
Yeah.
The place doesn't have a wood paneling, but it feels like it should. Like it should be in the office business of the business my dad worked in 1986, and no one ever updated it. These fucking iconoclasts.
One thing they do not have here, as some of the other mayoral houses have had, a bouncer. No bouncer here.
The bouncer.
There's no bounce. Well, there were bouncers outside.
Oh, yeah, it's true. The bouncers stay outside, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I get in that office, and Makai, who looks like an insufferable dipshit whose father tore down the rec center to build a strip mall, speaks. He says, you must be Lord Rio. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Makai, the plenipotentiary of Two River City.
Plenipotentiary.
Plenipotentiary.
Plent potent she ray. Plenty pentra ray. Plent.
Plenipotentiary.
I was like, you all fucking made that shit up.
No, I looked it up. It's a real word.
I know.
Like, it's usually a title given to diplomats when they are designated to be able to make decisions on behalf of another leader. But I don't think that's the case here.
Like, the fucked upness of this word actually plays into the conversation later, and I wonder what the original text was.
Oh, yeah.
Localized to.
Good point.
We get a choice. Glad to meet you, or what's a planetarium? What'd you say that word was?
Plenipotentiary?
That's right. Fuck, I'm admitting that I don't know what that word means. I tell Makai I'm glad to meet him.
I ask what the shit is that word. He says that is the official title of the leader appointed by the 3 assembly houses.
Is that one for each city?
But that's not important right now. Yeah, they've got like 3 houses of Congress, but they're segregated by race. Ugh. Seems problematic.
Yeah.
Two River is basically a city of segregation.
Yeah.
You know?
There's some haves and have-nots here.
Yep.
Makai responds to me by telling me that I look too young. He says, I'm the youngest leader in the city-state, but you make me feel old. Still, your blood is hero's blood. But no, I forget. You're unrelated by blood. At least that's what I heard from Fitcher.
Fitcher knows all this shit.
This is all about, like, I didn't get any Genkaku shit. Like, that was like an obscure reference to me.
Oh, weird.
Fitcher's like, yeah, this dude beat the Highland Army. Fitcher then personally guarantees it like his name means it, like I'm Fitcher, and that's what I mean. And like, I like Fitcher's I'm very important bit he's got going.
It is, and also he seems to have information too. Like he's maybe not as useless as his face lends.
I also want to believe that like Ridley or Makai saw me in the crowd when Fitcher was crying out for me, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Ridley then comes back with the zinger.
Yeah.
He says, if this is Lord Rio, he's probably embarrassed to have your personal guarantee.
Damn right.
Zing. Fitcher laughs it off.
Yeah.
Makai welcomes the Franz army to their town. He says, let's fight side by side and drive Luca Blight and his ilk out of state land. Also, Makai says he's heard about the trouble that we've had. The trouble with Chaco, I guess.
The incident.
I tell him about my wallet. Ridley says, it's the work of those punks. They're sullying the proud reputation of our city of Two River. Please forgive us.
It's funny, in my notes I called them punks, then Ridley also called them punks.
Makai, a person who's in charge and shouldn't say this, says, those flying freaks are nothing but trouble. It's not what you say to unite the races here.
Yeah, no, that's bad. That's going to escalate.
Perhaps you need a Tinkai star to do that for you. Is he going to die like Grandmire? Is his head going to be on a stake?
I assume all of them are going to get dead. That's how we get elected, like supreme leader or whatever.
Yeah. He goes on. Originally, they lived in the mountains beyond here, but in my grandfather's day, about 80 years ago, they came to live here. They've been officially recognized as by our 3 houses of Congress, but...
Well, there's no point in talking about it now.
3 houses, copyright Nintendo.
My note is Grandpa was about to get racist, but held himself. Also, I agree with him.
because
no point in talking about it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, true.
We're back to, is it okay to be racist against video game races argument, Chris? Like, if I want to make some comments about the wingers, does that expose my prejudice towards something else?
Well, I seem to be uncomfortable with their bird feed, so we could use me as an example.
Okay.
Is that okay for me to do that?
Yeah,
I kind of feel bad about doing it.
Totally.
I feel bad about it, so I'm going to say the answer is no. It's not okay to be racist against fictional races because it could be a gateway drug to real racism.
Okay, I wasn't about to go in on them at all, so I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay.
Makai says we have a reservation at the New Leaf Inn for tonight, and we'll talk shop tomorrow. New Leaf, copyright Nintendo.
Again.
Party up, fade to black. Music. Every day is a carnival plays.
Mm-hmm.
We're outside City Hall. I go to the New Leaf Inn.
Yeah, let's go there.
I get in here and Fitcher keeps telling me to eat something. I'm like, is this shit poisoned? What are you all doing?
Yeah. The tea from Ladon and Kessler.
Yeah, right. It's the tea.
Bandit tea.
As I approach the stairs, the innkeep says, that's strange. Lord Rio has already gone up to his room and had his meal. And I'm like, oh God, what am I walking into now?
Oh,
what bullshit is this? Get to my room and who's there?
It's fucking Chaco.
Damn it.
So we meet again, eh? I asked Granny to read the letter of introduction for me. Are you really the leader of the Franz army?
Fake nuts.
Fake nuts army. I tell him a choice here of I don't have to answer to you or yes.
That's
basically.
Right. Yeah.
I said I don't have to answer to you. Chaco. His response is, so that's the way it's going to be. You're just like all the others. You think you're too good to talk to us just because we got wings. No, it's because you stole my wallet.
That's right.
Please.
I'm not racist.
I have friends with wings.
Yes. I have many winged friends back home.
He thanks me for dinner and flies out the fucking window.
Chris, what can convince Chaco to remove this chip from his shoulder? What could possibly do this?
The Highland Army.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. Maybe.
Show our combat prowess.
Yes.
Fade to black. When it comes back up, the music is gone and I have control. It would be hilarious if the next day Rio took the L on dinner and just went to sleep.
Do you have birds?
Do I have birds? No, there's no birds here.
Oh, I have birds chirping in my patched version.
Pipe those birds.
I love the birds.
Did Rio eat dinner or not?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. He just ate medicine from his pocket.
Fucking go to bed. Toasty medicine. I head downstairs and Fitcher tells me he has terrible news and I don't believe him. I get closer and Fitcher says that Makai and Ridley are fighting.
Well,
something about a Highland spy. He asked me to hurry to Assembly Hall, and I privately wonder when we'll go to the Freedom Hall.
Yes. The Freedom Hall. Smells like caramel corn in there.
It always does. Fucking fair lasts all year.
Or shit.
Localreference.com. I head inside and music's Silent Room plays. The music Sedition alternate plays, and steam is shooting out of Ridley's head.
Yeah, they're in a tussy here.
Yeah,
a little
big
bit.
Argument. Makai is trying to explain something. Lord Ridley, you are sorely mistaken. We would never plot against you like that. Like that. We would plot against you, but we'll never do it like that.
Good call. I missed that. Yeah, good one.
Ridley, steam shooting out of his face, says, I don't know whether it's the whole truth or not, but we can no longer afford to fight side by side with you humans. We get a choice. Dots or what happened? What'd you pick?
What happened?
Of course, I gotta know what happened.
Yeah.
Ridley speaks. I see Lord Rios here. I'm sure he's already allied himself with other humans. I'll excuse myself for now. My people need to prepare for an impending attack. Ridley then huffs and puffs and blows himself out of here.
Yeah, he never stops being steamed the whole way out.
He's joined the Kislev steam team.
Yes. Makai is very embarrassed.
Ashamed.
He says, Ridley showed up this morning and called me a traitor. He says he'll fight the Highlanders alone, only with his kobold army. Makai doesn't believe any of this shit, and he wants me to go figure out what happened with Ridley. It's pretty weird that Makai met me yesterday and he's already sent me on errands.
Yeah, this dude is, I think, supposed to be showing ineptness, but like he just blew it with his only military force worth of shit in this entire Two River City. Because I don't think the wingers are helping out on the military side right now. And I haven't seen anybody but 2 guards in Two Rivers.
Yeah, but you know, if Fitcher is the only guy at his disposal, I guess it makes sense that he's sending us.
How is that Fitcher is only
I don't know. He has no one else. By the way, I was able to explore Makai's office while I was here.
Yeah, what'd you get in there?
A potted plant, a card holder, and the Two River City meeting log.
Boring.
Yeah, nothing good in there. Back out to town. Fitcher's got something to say still. Lord Rio, something smells fishy. Why would Ridley have a change of heart with the Highland army so close? He tells us that we have to go find Ridley in the Kobold district.
So I run to that Kobold village. His music, Our Village's number Wolf plays.
Wolf.
Exceptional title.
Yes, the guards, however, are just going to bark at us and tell us to go away.
Yeah, they won't let me in. You can't bark come through here. It's Lord Ridley's orders, and they're like barking like their animal instincts are still manifesting occasionally. Fitcher says that Ridley is exactly who we need to talk to. They tell me that is my problem. Fitcher fails at everything and ends negotiations here. He asks me what to do. We party up, and I wonder why he's here, and I head back. I get back into the winger zone. It's Two Rivers place.
Yeah.
Chaco does the cartoon run sound effects and blows past me.
Again.
He says, ha ha ha, humans are such Phoebes.
Phoebes.
Oh hey, it's me. Something broke on the other one when you made it say plenipotentiary.
Phoebes.
Fake net, what's Phoebes?
Initializing fake net.
A foolish or stupid person.
I'm thinking like feeble-minded.
Yeah.
Fitcher then parties out, then gets in a custom panicked checking his pockets animation.
Yeah, why did Fitcher get this? How did so much budget get diverted to Fitcher, unless this is something that's like just reskinned or whatever?
He starts vibrating fast enough to levitate, then notices his wallet is missing. Pissed as hell that Chaco got him.
Pissed, geeked, vibrating like Zell.
Hurry, we've got to catch him. It's my wallet that's on the line. This means war. Classic narcissist shit, Chris.
The scenario design here, just like the way these events are unfolding.
Yeah.
Not really feeling it.
No.
It's kind of dumb.
I am feeling it because it is at least not hunting the vampire again. Like, this is japes and hijinks in the middle of this very serious war battle where a psychopath is burning down cities.
Yeah,
But this is politicking. You have to go satisfy the wingers, the kobolds, and the dipshits over in Two Rivers. You have to bring these three houses together into one house by any means necessary. Even if it means getting your wallet back or paying fiat to the dog general or like making up for the mayor's incompetence. These are all my problems now as citizen ruler.
I guess maybe my problem with it is that this entire scenario is wrapped around the wallet stealing thing.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the point of this wallet stealing scenario was to give us some context for the plight of the winger, like what's going on with Chaco. Like,
think about the winger.
Yeah, but
perhaps he's poor and needs money.
Yes, but I don't think it's effectively doing this to me, a 20-year-old playing this game.
No.
Yes, I'm like, look at this asshole. This is just making me more and more racist. I want to feel, like, not personally, but you know, I want to feel the plight of the winger, as I said.
Well, yeah, but isn't that like, aren't they still layering on the prejudicial opportunities before they do the redemption and turn? That's
true. It's just not as well surfaced as I think it could have been. Like, so far feels like the weakest scenario that played out in this game.
I chase Chaco around again as he insults me repeatedly until he backs himself into the same corner he backed himself into last time. Fitcher is delighted. Ha, cornered. You can't fly away from here either. Now be a good boy and give me back my wallet. Chaco rejects this idea. Don't make me laugh. I know everything there is to know about this town. You'll never catch me. Ciao, bye-bye. Dude then opens up the bamboo gate and runs through it.
Yeah.
Fitcher wants me to go after him in the middle of this shit, saying it's vital that I retrieve his wallet. I heed his words and go in there after him.
Eric, we did it.
We got to the sewers.
We made it to the sewers.
Time to sewers, 63 hours.
Anyway, we're down here, and it's Pimpa 2.
It's a nice cavern lit by torches, strangely linear. Are these piss, is this like pee-pee? What are we?
It's murky water.
Okay.
Maybe this is where the clean water is. I don't know.
Is this for all of Two Rivers, or do only wingers have sewer technology?
Well,
this makes sense that the white people pump out the shit down over to the...
There's a lot of lanterns down here, and in the water, they do the reflecting.
Lit, yeah.
It's well lit, and all that's for lack of a better term, a gif of water under each one of the torches. And it makes
I think it's a tile shift thing. Mm-hmm. What enemies did you fight down here?
Well, Eric, I fought the Devil Eye, which are those gooey eyeball things.
Nerve endings terminating in an eye, crude purple claw hands, very upsetting.
Yeah, they were in the first game, at least some variation of them. Also from the first game is the Shadow, which were those ninja dudes that with purple skin.
They Hulk out as their idle animation.
Yeah, they've got a grab and drop animation that appears to be new from this one. Where they
didn't see it last time. Yeah. I fought toward the end of the dungeon. I fought 6 of these things at once, and they countered everyone when they did their flips. And holy fuck, did they hit hard! These guys almost killed me.
Yeah, there was a moment where I considered going back and buying some more stuff because this was a little tough, especially since I didn't get to use my money at the armor shop.
I got recipe 21 from these guys.
Oh, cool! I did not. Also, my favorite enemy that we've encountered this far, except for maybe Mr. Venus.
Yeah,
land shark.
Shark-ass blue shark with idle dorsal fins above the rock.
Yeah.
They're swimming through the sewer rock.
Yeah.
They land occasionally and jump up and do shark flips.
Yes, it's great. When they die, they jump out of the ground and then just fade away.
I don't know that sharks flip like that. I think that's dolphin activity.
It's a dolphin land shark.
Okay.
Dolphin shark land.
Did you find any sirens?
No.
Blue skin with green skirts and flowing blonde hair in the kneeling and praying pose. They can drop banshee runes. One does a scream attack that hits the whole party for 40 damage. God damn it. I also got a water amulet from these things.
Oh, cool.
And that's all I found there.
Yeah. I found some headgear, a resurrection crystal.
Got that.
Healing wind, like the disposable spell that you can use. The fire emblem, copyright Nintendo.
Right.
And the stone of defense.
Defense stone.
So
use it immediately.
Yes.
On your hero. This sewer is also arranged with Xenogears ideas in mind, where there are 2 sides to each walkway.
Yeah.
Which means you have to... It's an efficient use of level design, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
It's how do I get over there? Well, keep walking this direction. Oops, you hit a dead end.
Yeah, Suikoden 2 didn't really try to do anything on this one. Because remember that we've had the wind cave puzzle, and we had the button pressing from the Alex's backyard dungeon.
Yeah, this is a relatively simple dungeon.
Yeah.
Did you go behind the waterfall?
No.
I found some asshole living down here.
What?
Complete with a bed, a table, and 2 chairs, and some plated food in a bookcase. This is Sid, who has a portrait in Laguna Lore's haircut.
Oh.
He says, he, ho, ho, ho. He then approaches me, and Rio keeps his pace, walking backwards, auto-walking out of his lair. Just what I want out of a weird guy who lives in a sewer. Sewer guys in JRPGs, Chris.
Love them.
They're always like this.
Yes. Fucking sewer guys. Okay, I guess more on him later.
Yeah, I've recruited him at this point in my playthrough.
Next, I encountered the Journeyman's Crystal.
Yeah, it's next to a door. You know what that means.
Boss. Mm-hmm. Boss time. It's been a while. What's the last boss we fought? Star Dragon Sword?
Yep. That's it.
Nope. Abomination.
Lord, Abomination. Yeah, the thing after him.
Yep.
I follow a long corridor to some kind of glutton hideout, at which the Pest Rat resides as the boss music plays.
Yes, this is less of a pest, Eric, and more of a destroyer of worlds.
Yeah, this is a big dude.
Yeah, the Pest Rat has goat horns, 3 spider eyes, 3 protruding fangs, fucking bird feet, and Sonic the Hedgehog's haircut.
You and bird feet. I've got rat made from blue troll hair, golden ribbed for her pleasure ram horns, 3 red eyes, 3 fangs, 3 toad claw feet. Generally gross, but also something I wouldn't mind having as a pet.
Yeah, I think if we put both of our descriptions together, it would be perfect.
Yeah.
I think it's right there.
Together, we've retrograde amnesiized the... Fuck, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. Cut it.
I told the Pest Rat to show me your moves.
What'd he do?
He did a charge attack.
Yeah.
A green gas fart.
Yep.
That hurts everybody and poisons people.
Mm-hmm.
And
a ceiling shaker.
Yeah, let's call it a ceiling shaker. Earth stuff. And he attacks twice per turn.
Yeah.
It's a miserable.
Fucking sucks. Hardest battle of the game.
Yeah.
Thank God for Freed's Unite Wife attack.
Oh, that's not how I beat it, Eric.
I didn't use runes. I just had to keep doing physical attacks.
Oh, you dumbass. I mentioned this before, but I brought Luke with me, and Luke has a forehead rune slot, which I know that is against your religion to defile your body like that. But I did defile Luke's body by putting...
Also to use Luke in general.
Yeah, that too. And I gave him the Blue Gate runes so that I could see the Blue Gate spells because they all look cool as shit. Would you like to hear them?
Yes.
The first spell is called Open Gate.
Open that gate.
It summons a kitsune of 9 tails. To blast energy
Is that a Pokemon?
on an enemy. Kitsune is like the Japanese fox kind of thing.
Yeah, Ninetales. Pokemon.
Yeah,
Got
Ninetales.
it.
Yeah. Pokemon, but I think it's from like Japanese folklore, Eric.
It's probably from Pokemon, so.
Is Pokemon Japanese folklore?
Let's go with my idea.
No. I'm saying
At this point?
is Pokemon Japanese folklore? Yeah. I think probably not because it's commercialized.
Yeah, and it hasn't been around for that long.
The next one is called King's Road, which I did use a lot on this boss, which summons a muscly armor centaur, I guess. I don't know, its legs are purple. It's pretty strong, though. Really strong attack. Does like 500
Is this
damage.
sentient? Like, what dimension?
The Gate Rune. Remember how Leknot could like send monsters back to the other world or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm calling them back.
Okay.
Next one, Pale Palace.
Oh, PP.
Yes, a ghost ship comes through a portal and bombards the entire enemy group with blazing cannons. It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
It's really great. You gotta see these. And I was struggling here because
Struggling.
because Yoshino, I have Yoshino. I did not have
You didn't take Freed?
her fully healed. No.
What the shit? What's the point of Yoshino with no Freed? They have a Unite attack. It's wonderful.
But
If you're all using is physical attacks, then how do you get by without
Freed
without
sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like Freed.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I didn't have her fully healed, so she died pretty early on. Had used all my healing spells, and I was like, well, fuck.
All my spells dead.
I'm going to die. Unless I can kill him basically in the next turn. So I
Did the miracle pull through?
used the final Blue Gate Rune spell called Empty World. Now, the description of Empty World is 900 damage to all enemies, 90 damage to your party. So that's why I didn't want to use this earlier, because I was afraid that my party members were going to die. And I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And
Do it live.
Hopefully this will kill it, otherwise load state. I cast Empty World. Satan comes out of a ground portal and mouth beams the enemy. But the ground portal is on the other side of the enemy, so the blast hits my party as well. But it does like 1,200 damage on the Pest Rat, and the Pest Rat has perished. So my gamble paid off.
And Suikoden 2 isn't one of those games where if Rio dies, it's not a party wipe, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes. It was great to have a desperate victory in a Japanese RPG.
Feels good.
I always love those
When that
moments.
happens, when it's like your last opportunity and this is for everything, and you hit the X button and you do the physical attack and it finally kills it.
Yeah.
That to me makes me feel like I am the hero of destiny.
Yes.
That it worked out in my favor specifically because I willed it so.
Yes. It was a good time. But yeah, overall, this was a tough battle, but we did win. I think we got a poison crystal for beating this guy.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, well, I got one. After the battle,
I investigate this area further, and what the hell is this? A stock room? What's this doing down here?
it's the room of vegetables.
Yes, unspoiled vegetables. What are
Yes.
they? What the shit? You got barrels of water upstairs, and vegetables are down in the rat sewer.
We go up the ladder. We come out somewhere where I did not expect to come out.
The sparring area of Kobold Village.
Yes. Fitcher wonders where the hell we are.
He spins in circles, simulating disorientation.
I am also disoriented. Sedition Alternate
Yes.
plays as Ridley notices us trespassers.
Yeah.
Who are you? He says. Fitcher panics and tries to explain himself. I chime in and say we were chasing a thief,
Yeah.
but that's not what I should have said.
No.
Fitcher comes in with a save. We came here to see you, Lord Ridley.
Good save.
Please talk to us about what happened. So this is the first moment in which I realized, Fitcher, okay, you might have it going on here, Fitcher. He's got a little bit of sass here that can help us out. Ridley says he'll take us at our word. Last night, one of our patrols spotted a suspicious character. They gave chase, but unfortunately the person got away. But while running away, he dropped a secret communique.
Communique?
Communique?
Communique.
Never heard that word
Communique?
before.
I think it's
Communion.
communique.
Secret communion.
Fignet, how do you spell that, or how do you pronounce that, and what is the Googled definition of that, please?
Initializing Fakenet.
A communique is an official announcement or statement, especially one made to the media.
I think that's like, I've only seen communiques when they've been intercepted, honestly.
Okay,
I think
so
there's
maybe it's like a
stuff
military, like a
That had to be a Metal Gear at some point.
Metal Gear.
Communique. Out of missiles.
Damn! No missiles!
This is the secret communique between the Empire's General Kiba and your Lord Makai. The visual, by the way, that was created in my head was like the kobold patrol was about to capture the person before they noticed the dogs were there, but the dogs could not stop themselves from barking at the stranger, so they got away. Ridley explains that it was a secret treaty. He asked Fitcher if he was aware of this. This is very obviously a ruse right here. And honestly, this sounds like something that Matthew would do.
False flag shit.
Yes. To sow discontent
between the two, the three houses.
Yes.
Fitcher the fool says this is great news for us and them. Who's the dumbest person in this conflict right now, Chris? Fitcher, Makai, or us?
Makai. Makai, absolutely, yes.
Ridley can't believe this shit. What do you mean, great news? As a condition, the treaty gives possession of the Kobold District to those Highland scum. Fitcher calls bullshit, saying Lord Makai would never do that. If Fitcher were actually good at his job, he would know Makai would absolutely do that.
Yeah.
Ridley takes a step forward and looks to the side. All I know is that I can no longer trust humans. I have nothing more to say. Now go away before you both get hurt, and we get a choice. I understand, or that's what the enemy wants.
That's what the enemy wants, Ridley.
I say I understand. What happened with you?
He says, you may be right, but what if you're wrong? As a kobold leader, my foremost duty is to protect my people, just as your duty is to protect the Franz army. No, the Franz army duty is to protect me.
Yeah.
And liberate the countryside, right?
As it passes.
Anyway, we're fucking out of here now.
In my case, Fitcher says that I'm right. We don't have time to argue. He wants to head back. And that's what I'm wondering, like, is Fitcher up to some shit? I can't tell if the dumb idiot thing is some kind of power play.
Oh, yeah.
Like, is he secretly working? Like, now he is unknowingly working with the Highland Army, but could he be, like, knowingly and just, like, the whole dumbass thing is a ruse? I don't know.
We're back out in front of the Kobold District.
We are number wolf plays.
Yes, Fitcher is pacing because he knows this is a ruse.
Yeah.
The power of the science is being used against us right now.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. He says, quote, something strange is going on. If this is the enemy's plot, we're in big trouble. We've got to do something.
We party up and we're out.
Yep.
Back to Two River City.
Yeah, back to the human district. It appears once again some shit is going down. March of the King is playing.
Reconnaissance mission.
Reconnaissance mission.
Reconnaissance mission.
The track I've got. Perhaps we have different tracks. It's probably the same song.
It's not the same song, but
All
I could be wrong.
Well, technology.
Which one do you like better?
Couldn't tell you what either one of them sound like at this moment in time. The correct song we'll be playing. I will use the powers of observation and science to ensure faithful accuracy.
A familiar face. Yeah, a familiar face is here.
Who's that?
A familiar face number 1 from Fisherman's Horizon. No, it's Kiba. Next to him stands another unique NPC that we have not met yet. Behind them, 4 Highland soldiers. They're facing off here in the middle of the town square with Makai.
I drop the controller on the ground like an asshole and it skips the first text. Chris, what do they say?
Kiba says, well then, we look forward to a favorable response from you.
Makai replies to whatever I just skipped with, I'll think about it.
Yeah. Kiba responds, I knew I could count on the Two River plenipotentiary, I guess, to be sensible. After all, we don't want a war either.
Kiba then excuses himself, but his son, Klaus, a shoegazing portrait character with squall hair, stops his path and says, Father, please, wait a moment.
That is his voice.
Yeah.
That really is.
Klaus runs up to my squad, asking Rio if Rio is Rio.
Yeah.
The leader of the Fake Nuts army. My name is Klaus, tactical for the... I can't keep doing that. Tactical for the 3rd Royal Highland Company. I look forward to meeting you on the battlefield as a fellow soldier. It's like very, not like, not quite effeminate, but like soft-spoken and not officially tested.
Yeah.
As a fellow soldier, I salute and wish you luck. Farewell. My next note is fuck this asshole.
Eat shit, people are dying. You think this is a game clause? By the way, I wondered here, because we've seen General Kiba before. He was with Luca Blight when they were burning down villages or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was trying to be like, yo.
Is like Kiba the sensible one?
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he
was there a sensible Nazi, Chris?
No.
Okay.
No. He thinks himself to be.
Oh,
such.
I see.
You know what I mean?
Man of principle, logic.
Yes. So because remember, I think earlier in the game he said something about how he serves Agaris Blight, not Luca Blight.
Yeah.
And he's trying to rein in Luca.
Listen, I just want the fascist, not the fascist psychopath.
So it seems like what he's trying to do is to come here before Luca gets here and
smooth it over,
and use the power of the science to prevent it bloodshed. Like he doesn't want Luca to come here and burn this place down.
Okay, so he still wants domination, just fewer murders.
Yes. He's trying to curb Luca Blight's enthusiasm a little bit.
Okay, yeah. Because that's actually a pretty interesting, like, governor caretaker thing. Like,
Yeah. Like, I'm not saying he's justified in doing this, but I think that seems to be what he's doing. It's either that or Luca just
Some
sent him
greater
to
good
do it.
shit.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
Klaus runs back over and apologizes to his father. Kiba asks if that's the guy who beat Solange. Klaus confirms and says he looks forward to a challenging opponent. Kiba then leads the way out, with Klaus falling into the center formation of his entourage. Fitcher asks Makai who the hell that was, as music, every day is a carnival, plays.
it works perfectly here, right?
Makai says that was Kiba, who came to offer a peace treaty. Fitcher is excited that the rumor is true, and I'm like, idiot, idiot, idiot. Chaco then beams in, calls us stupid humans, and like, do you see what they're doing to make me side with Chaco?
Yeah, it's great. It's like,
You make some good points.
he does, but I have a question. Like, so maybe I missed that. So Fitcher was happy that the ruse was a ruse?
Fitcher was happy. I don't think Fitcher was happy that the ruse ended up being true news. Fitcher doesn't see the greater picture. Like, Fitcher thinks that was a good thing that just happened.
I read Fitcher as like, he's the only one here that understands that the ruse is the ruse. And maybe he's the only one here with a soul.
That's a possibility, but I don't think so.
But yeah,
I don't know that he has a soul because he's still like just an hour ago he was pissed off about the wallet, right?
It's true.
He had to go kill a fucking mutant rat because
That's true. This might be where the localization doesn't lead us down a consistent path on these characters.
the camera pans over to Chaco doing frustrated jump twists like a child,
Yep.
saying stupid, stupid, stupid. It's an enemy plot. If you believe them, you're as stupid as you look.
Yeah. There was no precedent set for Chaco to be able to understand that. Like, I guess.
Nah, I mean, maybe he was spying
Yeah,
with his wings. Also, like, the jump twist frustration thing is something I've seen a little kid do, and they can't get whatever thought or idea out when they just start jumping and twisting and shit.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. The crowd then rabble rouses.
Yeah, who
and
the
says,
hell are you?
You wingers are full of it. But Chaco confirms that we humans are the ones that are full of it.
Yeah.
The one who is full of it plays.
Fake Net, figure out music that isn't play it.
Initializing fake net.
Let's go with the Team Chaotix music from Sonic Heroes.
I don't know why I wrote that.
Someone in the crowd says that wingers are squatters and to shut their mouths.
Yeah, that's...
Chris, their petty conflicts blind them from the truth.
Yes.
The true enemy is near. They're going to take us all down.
Yeah.
Chaco replies, "Bah, do whatever you want," then he fucks off. As Makai and Fitcher walk up to our guy group.
Makai asks what's up with Ridley, but first invites us back to the assembly hall to talk through all this bullshit.
And watch Hoosiers.
Yes. Once we get here, Makai asks how it went. We fade out, fade back in to deliver the news.
Silent room plays.
I guess I'm also just describing how we got lost in the sewers and killed a giant rat by summoning Satan. Makai says he doesn't know how to feel about that. Anyway.
Which fits because I believe Makai truly does not know how to feel about any of that.
Yes. He says we don't need to worry about that now because the peace treaty was offered by Kiba. Fitcher tries to tell Makai that this is a goddamn science ruse. Makai thinks this is ridiculous. Don't be silly. If that were true, why would General Kiba risk his life by coming to Two River alone? Fitcher, maybe the only smart one here. Okay, Fitcher, maybe the smartest one here.
Okay.
Says that the reason that they did this was to drive a wedge between the humans and the kobolds, of course. Makai, still dumb, says, be serious. This is a great chance that we mustn't pass up. The kobolds don't trust us, and the wingers are no use either.
Fitcher also says that Ridley's going to be pissed when she realizes Kiba was here.
Yeah, Makai goes on to confirm that he has been effectively rused by saying that we should be grateful that we can sign this treaty to buy ourselves some time.
Chris, would you rather be of no use or not be trusted?
Whew, I would rather be of no use.
I would also rather be
because
of
then
no
I can
use.
hide.
It's like a neutrality thing.
Yeah. Makai tells Fitcher to leave.
Yeah.
He's going to sign the fucking thing.
He'll do it. He says he won't be able to assist the fake nuts army as we discussed. Please forgive me.
He also reminds us that we cannot leave town because of the presence of the Highland Army. We have to stay at the New Leaf Inn.
Fitcher can't believe this shit. We go back outside. Fitcher says it's no good, that we can't protect the Two River as we are.
No.
He doesn't know what to do. And I'm like, can I just offer any suggestions here? I have a whole team of dudes who are good at this shit just like an hour away.
Also, me, the player, has played RPGs. I know that we need to unite the races now.
Yes. Chaco runs up. Fitcher asks about his wallet. Again, not smart.
Mm-hmm.
Chaco no-sells that as he should and then tells Rio that Granny wants to see him. Chaco says, I told him. Adding a bit of characterization, then he fucks off. Because like Chaco is like reluctantly coming to tell us Granny wanted to see us.
Mm-hmm.
Fitcher asks what we should do is if we don't stand a chance divided if reinforcements come. We get a choice. Dots or reinforcements?
Reinforcements? What the fuck are you talking about, Fitcher? Fitcher admits to breaking chain of command.
Yeah.
He already notified Shu of this predicament and believes that reinforcements may be on the way.
He sent Shu a letter.
Don't break chain of command, Eric.
I like having a guy who can act independently and make tough calls that I don't have to worry about, but also Fitcher kind of fucking sucks and I don't trust him to do this.
Yeah, but who else are you going to trust right now? Ridley's too steamed. Makai is Makai.
Yeah.
And Chaco. Chaco makes some very good points, though.
Confederacy of dunces.
Yes.
Sometimes my premonitions are wrong and cause more trouble, but this time it looks like I was right. I appreciate the self-awareness there. It's nice. Why is Fitcher like the 5th most developed character in this game?
Yeah, keep in mind that in terms of our party configuration, we had full reign here. We didn't have to bring like Victor with us to do all the talking. So
he's our new talker guy?
Yes. I think it would have been okay if they would have just left Tai-Ho, at least in the convoy.
Yeah.
So we could have a little bit of back and forth here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
an advisor.
Tai-Ho is by nature unreasonable, but I feel like in this situation he could be reasonable.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good bullshit detector.
At least roll Tai-Ho rolling the dice could get Makai out of this mess more than Makai can get his own ass out of this mess.
Yeah.
Shit in the mess.
Reconnaissance mission plays, and Rio auto walks out of there and meets Kiba on the battlefield. Fuck this, I never talked to Granny, I'm resetting my game.
Oh, what happens if you just go?
The Granny conversation doesn't happen.
You just don't get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I go to the Winger Zone.
Yeah, I create a time paradox and go see Granny as Music 2 Rivers plays.
Yes, the good song. We enter her house. Well, actually, no. When we first get to the Winger Zone, Chaco shows us where Granny's house is, but we already know this because we have a comprehensive podcast where we just explore all the houses, right?
Granny is Susu.
Yes, she says, I am Susu, the great wing of the Winged Horde. Winged Horde might be the proper term for these people.
The Winged Horde.
The Winged Horde.
The Winged Horde.
And wingers.
That means leader in your language. Please come inside. Chaco runs out, though.
Yeah. First, let me humbly apologize to my grandson. He'll be punished and he will return what he has stolen. Susu then asks to see my right palm and we get a choice. Okay or no way, lady. I say all right, though.
Yeah.
She looks at my hand and recognizes the Bright Shield Rune. She says she's seen it before, shining from afar on the hand of Lord Genkaku.
Mm-hmm.
Long ago, we lived in the forest of Tinto, but then they took our land. They punctured it with holes called strip mines.
Wow. They damned
90s environmentalism.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's the same thing. And they also doomed them to hundreds of years of flooding.
Yeah, that's right. No fracking. It was Lord Genkaku who invited us to come to this new land. But after his good name was dirtied by the state, once again we began to be mistreated by humans. So as Lord Genkaku fell, so did the wingers standing in polite in human society.
By association?
Yeah. Genkaku, the savior of the world. It's funny that you can also skip this conversation and still not explicitly learn that Genkaku was betrayed.
Yeah.
Like, you can skip the Victor thing and you can avoid this whole thing altogether.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I didn't know you could skip the Victor thing.
Yeah. Victor asked, do you want to hear about it? And you can just say no and never hear about it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
She says, Lord Rio, use your power to save us, to save Two River and to save the state. It's generous of her asking for the state to be saved as well, by the way.
Yeah, that seems odd.
Yeah. I mean, maybe the wingers are secretly benevolent people.
Yeah.
By the power of that rune and by the hand of destiny, I already know you have the power.
I have the power!
I was thinking about you've got the touch rather than He-Man.
Oh, yeah.
There's different kinds of power.
There's all kinds of power.
Yeah. Just as Lord Genkaku had the power. We've talked long and dusk draws near. I pray that the bad fortune will not find its way out to your door. If you talk to her again, all she says is wingers love this town.
Thus concludes our requisite mystical marginalized Grandma of Hope segment.
So is there some kind of native land and colonialism allegory they're trying to paint along this, or what are we?
Did you get that vibe here? Like when you're going to talk about to the natives, you know what I mean? And they've got this mystical premonition or whatever. That felt like that kind of segment.
Yeah, that's definitely what that was. And it gave me a different vibe than Taki did, my other grandma that I've talked to recently.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
I go outside. Outside, Chaco tells me that it looks like Granny has a lot of faith in me. But I don't. So you're the son of some old hero long ago? Big deal. What does that mean? And I'm not returning your wallet either.
You know what Chaco is telling us here?
To fuck off and die?
We ain't shit.
Yeah.
Then we go back to the inn, right?
And hear words of encouragement from Fitcher. Go to sleep, go back out, and meet Kiba.
Yup.
Mission or music reconnaissance mission plays? Makai is out here and able to believe this extremely believable shit.
He's bamboozled.
He asks Kiba what this battalion stuff is all about, as we were supposed to sign a peace treaty today. Klaus steps forward and tells Makai that a leader really shouldn't be so gullible. Makai can't believe more of this shit, telling Klaus that he is breaking his promise. But then Makai takes a step back, then realizes he does indeed believe this shit. Damn it all. Lord Leo was right. I'm in command here, and I will protect Two River, even if it means my death. And I'm like, please kill him. Please kill this guy.
Yeah. Can we trade him for Grandmire?
Kiba accepts this fate and says, too late. All forces advance. Music tension plays.
Yeah.
As swords clang.
Yes, they draw steel, and the forces of Highland advance and engage in combat to the sound of steel and a sound that I can only describe as sprites getting owned.
Yeah, we're listening to it, or we already did.
Yes, that crunchy sound of battle. Fitcher says we're in deep shit because the Franz army isn't here yet.
The Fake Nuts Army's not. I'm like, I am the Fake Nuts Army.
Yes.
Man, that's my little battalion that I've sectioned off right here.
Then we have to do a battle.
Yeah.
An arrangement of soldiers, Highland soldiers, 6 of them, including a commander.
Yeah, we're in a normal battle. It's not like an army battle. We're just in like a fight.
Yeah, like a skirmish here. I tried out some darkness rune spells here, at least one of them I wanted to point out here. All of the darkness rune spells feel like lesser tier McDowell spells.
Yeah.
But the animation for the spell called Final Bell is really cool. It's like the spell Hell, if you recall, that we achieved after getting after killing our father. We got the spell.
My father, you mean my dad?
Yes, that guy in the first game. We got the spell Hell, which would just suck everybody up in an X zone like thing.
Hell. The Final Bell, is that like a wrestling reference?
I was thinking more along like it's like we're ringing the bell and you're going like the bell of your death.
Death bell.
Death bell.
Death bell.
Funeral bell.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Do funeral?
Do funerals have bells?
I don't know. Fake Net, what's the fucking bell significance for hell, death, or whatever? But
Initializing fake net.
I don't know. Maybe it's the bell from the Undertaker's music. Let's hear that.
Final Bell will wipe an entire row of enemies out, and the animation for it is great because like a beam of black and purple energy just wipes them off the screen, and then a portal to hell opens up and it goes in there and then shuts.
I mean, why do I need to see this if you're just telling me all about it so I can just continue not using runes?
I just thought it was great.
Yeah.
I think Deadly Fingertips are now called Fingers of Death. I like Deadly Fingertips much better.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I got.
I slaughter these soldiers. After the battle, Fitcher says, what should we do? If we don't do something, it's still not too late. Let's talk to Ridley again. We get a choice. We can give up, or okay, let's go. See, I can't give up, but then another soldier group rushes forward.
Yep.
I easily kill all these guys as well. I level up everyone whenever I fight these guys, by the way. Like, they're giving out massive experience to my cronies. After the battle, I get into another battle. I kill those guys too. Fitcher begs me to do something as if I haven't been brutally murdering every bad guy that stands in front of me.
Bloodlust.
Yeah.
We have to eventually run off to get Ridley, though.
A guy rushes up and tells Lord Makai it's no good. Thanks to the kobold, we have nowhere to run. At this rate, we'll be massacred. Makai can't believe this shit that Two Rivers could fall to Highland. Then Chaco chimes in out of nowhere. Not yet, let's go. Music, part of the theme from Rescue plays, and wingers start flying in, fucking up the soldiers.
So did you not get the Ridley scene?
Yeah, it's coming, I think.
Well, I went and talked to Ridley.
Oh, you left?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that.
So if you decide, if you agree...
I just keep fighting soldiers.
Okay, I didn't. I fought 3 battles, and then I agreed with Fitcher in order to go back and speak with Ridley.
Oh, okay.
So it automatically kind of teleports you back to the gate to the Kobold District. Ridley is here, and Fitcher is in the middle of appealing to Ridley, asking him what the hell is he doing. You still think there's a secret treaty? Ridley says it's all an act. Besides, at this point, then I say, are you saying you won't defend Two River? Ridley says, but then we hear the roar of battle. Like you hear a bunch of battle cries in the background. Then it cuts back to the battle. And that's when the soldier runs up to Makai and says it's no good.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
Damn!
Thanks to the kobolds, we have nowhere to run. At this rate, we'll be massacred.
And then Chaco flew in?
Then Chaco flies in. Rescue alternate plays.
We'll protect this place, humans. Don't give up the fight. Makai asks why they're doing this, defending this town. Chaco buzzes in and says, this town is their town too. You don't think so? I was born here. I was raised here. I love this town. Free wallets. Why shouldn't I protect it? Makai has no response for this.
No, he's a fucking moron.
He hits him with dots. Chaco replies, Bah, you're so arrogant and now you're giving up already. You don't know what it means to love this town. We'll protect her all day by ourselves.
The wealthy and privileged will never come to terms with one simple fact, Eric.
Yeah.
Other people live here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Makai.
Yep.
Makai, he doesn't understand.
No, doesn't get it.
No.
It's actually a good analogy.
It's fucked. Speaking of fucked, By the way, we saw Granny too. Granny's in here flying. Granny
Okay.
Susu is here flying around. Can you describe what, or do you have in your notes at least, what the wingers are doing in this battle of sprites?
All I wrote is wingers start fucking shit up.
Okay, so there's like one or two spear guys that are there poking spears. There's also wingers flying, I guess, vertically down the screen and dropping something.
Mm-hmm. Winger bombs.
Winger bombs.
Winger bombs.
Murky water. Grape juice.
Gas balls.
Fucking gas ball.
Eric,
Yeah.
are the wingers committing a war crime by using chemical weapons right now?
We don't know it's chemical weapons. You can't prove that.
It looks like a shit ball.
Yeah, it looks like it, but you don't know. Is that white phosphorus, or do they get baking soda
When
on
you
them?
drop
can fucking say.
when you drop something on the ground and it poofs into like a mist or a liquid, is it a chemical
That's
weapon?
cornstarch.
All right,
Yeah.
you're sure about you?
Wingers would not do that, Chris.
That's true. Wingers.
It's not a war crime if we do it.
No, I think chemical weapons is a war crime no matter
You
what.
can't prove it.
I can't prove they're chemical weapons.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
can't. So therefore, you definitely can't prove it's a war crime.
What information do we have? Murky water, black water, the barrel with the lid.
Grape juice, fish heads.
They're dropping fish. That's what the sawdust is for.
It's the throw up dust they throw over vomited first grade.
There was that one barrel that would not open
Yeah.
with something inside.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't TNT. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's not napalm. They don't
All
even
right.
make that yet.
Okay, the wingers are not committing a war crime.
They're not.
Okay, great. When the state strip mined the land of the wingers, was that a war crime?
That wasn't a war crime. That was more of a civil thing, I think.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
Land grab. Makai thinks, concedes maybe the wingers are right. Then a voice chimes in and says, yeah, from your point of view, we may be outsiders, but if you love this town so much, we should fight to save her together. Makai says, but at this rate, still doubting it, and then we can choose. We haven't lost yet, Lord Makai, or there's always a chance, always. So there's always a chance. Ridley then comes out of nowhere and speaks. That's right, Lord Rio. We haven't lost yet. Kobolds then rush the battlefield. Makai can't believe this shit.
I had one additional scene because remember, my party
Yeah.
is still at Lord Ridley's house.
Yeah.
In my case, Fitcher asked General Ridley if he's seeing this shit. Ridley begins twitching uncontrollably, saying that it is my duty to save kobold lives.
I love seeing shit.
Yes. I ask him again if he still won't defend this town. Fitcher says, that's right, this town. You don't care if this town is defeated? ?
Boston proud.
The doggies then begin to appeal to Ridley. We can't let those wingers show us up, woof.
Yeah.
Ridley says, forgive me. It's my fault. I don't know if we're in time, but by my fangs, we'll show them what we've got.
Dang.
Eric, I've always wanted to swear in my own teeth.
Yeah, that's good. While you still got them, right?
Do you think that we should swear in our own teeth next time we do a chicken podcast?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll swear in my own teeth.
On your fangs or just all your teeth?
All my teeth. I need
Okay.
all of them to eat all the chicken that I'm going to consume.
Okay. A doggy then says, okay, show him your war face. Yeah. Then he goes back to the battle.
In my version, Ridley addresses Makai and the winged horde kids. Ridley says, I was wrong about you. And I'm like, was he?
Yeah, that doesn't really ring too accurate to me because Makai did actually take the bait and did actually fall for the ruse.
No, Ridley was absolutely correct. Ridley
Yes.
did nothing wrong. I shouldn't have believed the stories about you. For the honor of the kobolds and the love of Two River, we must protect this place.
I think Ridley should be the plenipotentiary.
Yeah, I would prefer to fire Shu and just hire Ridley, a man of principle, and he can fight.
Yes.
Hiring the violent general is always a good idea.
Okay.
The camera pans over to reveal kobolds beating ass.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Kiba speaks. The kobolds have joined them, but they missed their chance. They're ours now. All troops advance. And I get another battle versus goons. After the battle, Ridley says, if we leave this land, where should we go? This is our homeland. We will defend it. Chaco's in on it too. That's right. This town belongs to all of us. Makai too. Yeah, let's defend our town. Chris, the three houses, they're becoming united in battle.
Oh, copyright Nintendo.
United houses, or rival houses united by Suikoden. It pans over to Kiba, who says that we're a stubborn one. Then Klaus rolls up and tells Kiba that they are out of time. The Fake Nuts army has appeared on their flanks, and that volunteers from the kobold village are coming from the south.
Ah, volunteers from Tennessee.
Our strategy...
Volunteers from the South.
University of Tennessee, their nickname is Volunteers.
But
So you
it's,
would explain that
it's
reference.
also the volunteer state.
Yeah.
Because they signed up for the army because they're dumb.
Whatever. What army? Confederate army? Which army?
It was like the War of 18 something.
Okay, well, not my state. You don't have to go there by Yingling anymore. It's fine. Our strategy has failed. We've got to retreat. I'm really surprised this wasn't a war battle, and Highland only takes L's in my experience. Kiba calls us lucky tools,
Yeah.
not lucky fools. Did I read that right?
Ooh, I've got lucky fools, but my brain does not work appropriately sometimes when it digests words.
FakeNet, look up a Let's Play. Give you an extra 10 minutes of work. Figure out what he said. Screenshot it.
Initializing fakenet.
He calls them lucky fools. Eric is stupid, and it's amazing he can breathe air into his face.
Klaus replies, luck isn't all they've got. Rio has the power to join people's hearts together. I can't take it. It's just the German exchange student from The Simpsons. That's it.
Okay.
Dude is going to defect, but for the wrong reasons, Chris.
We're all over. He's all over.
Do you think Klaus will defect? I mean, I guess you know. So
honestly, I do not know.
Like, it seems like he's going to do it, but not for the right reasons.
I recognize the character portrait, but I'm not sure if he just is going to be the strategist in a lot of upcoming battles, or if we're eventually going to get him. I don't remember.
Kiba agrees and gives the order to withdraw and turns command over to Klaus. Klaus stands still for a while, walks away, and then his troops begin to retreat. The camera pans back over to our crew. Chaco notices that they're running away. Ridley says it looks like the fake nuts army came. Both celebrate saving this town. Fade to black.
A good chummy laugh they have. All this scenario, as I mentioned before, it's all fine. It's inspiring. I love the usage of sprite animation and music in this part, and to tell the story instead of using the war battle stuff that we did before, because we're not necessarily commanding our troops. We're just watching another thing play out, which I think maybe is the reason that it's playing out this way. But I'm not sure if we really got... I don't know if Chaco earned his character development up to that point. He kind of came out of nowhere with this.
He was a shit for way too long. I didn't see a transition. I just saw a shit being, and then someone suddenly found the value of community.
Yes, that's
flying
true.
in to save the day. Ridley, I can believe that turn, even though he did it for the wrong reasons, I think. But Chaco, not so much. Makai is not renewable at all.
No, absolutely not. Suikoden 1 got into its rhythm after we got the castle, then we went and liberated the elves, and then we started to... This game is now doing that with a rather kind of standard liberation scenario.
No wet elves in our bed.
Yeah, none of that. Just pretty straightforward before it raises the stakes. It comes off a little corny. I don't think this is as effective as a lot of the other scenes, but it's fine.
This all, to me, seems like a ploy to recruit Ridley, the whole thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we're magically transported to the Highland tent.
Yes, now Suikoden is about to extend its hand and shake my hand and say, I have a promise for you. The next battle, the next scenario, we are upping the ante.
Reconnaissance mission plays, and we're in a Highland War tent. Solon G appears to be facing Luca Blight.
Yes, there's lots of stuff in here. This is a very elaborately decorated war tent for this just one scene. There's Highland banners, there's rolled up maps, there's barrels of spears, there's a battle map that looks like the map we see on the save screen, all kinds of good stuff. Also, there's 3 high-ranking soldier guys in the back who I don't recognize. Mm-hmm. They have more fanciful Highland army than we're used to seeing. We have Luca Blight in the middle, as you said. He's flanked by Colgan and Seed, and then next to Colgan and Seed, did you notice who those sprites are, Eric?
Not until later.
Fucking Raud, fucking Jowy.
That's right. Solon G is begging. He says, but I wasn't careless. Luca asks Solon if Solon is suggesting his army is inferior to the Fake Nuts army. Solon says no, but the Fake Nuts has a brilliant tactician on their side. And I'm like, Shu? They're talking about Shu? Luca rejects this. Apparently, you are simply not up to the job. Very well then, I will be happy to relieve you of your duties. Solon G stutters and pleads. But Luca turns his back, showing his purple cape, and says, you disgust me. Take him outside and cut his worthless head off.
You knew it was coming, right?
Those decapitations for failure?
Just seeing the way this scene is arranged with Solon G in the middle of those soldiers and Luca looking down at him, you know that he's about to get fucking his head cut off for his failures.
He's 2-1, but he's still getting executed. He's still getting fired at the middle of the season.
Yes.
2 soldiers approach Solon G from each side. Then he says, dying in battle is one thing, but this is the ultimate disgrace.
Yep.
Seed says ugh, Golgan spits dots.
Do you think Colgan? Colgan.
I wrote Golgan. Colgan.
Do you think that they're disgusted by this?
I think they're glad it's not them.
Is there some discontent? Because their commander is getting killed, and now...
No, man, next man up.
Okay.
I mean, in a villain army, everybody's Starscream, right?
That's true, everybody is Starscream. But I'm not sure how to read Colgan and Seed. We've seen them a lot, but we haven't really got much from them. Are they the Allen and Grinsell of the Highland Army?
Possible. They just follow whatever sycophant to whatever fascist is in front of them.
Luca gets on with it.
Useless idiot. Well, that's finished. Forget about South Window for now. We'll take Green Hill Zone. Will someone here volunteer for command? Is there a worthy general among you? Jowy, who I just noticed was here, walks to face Luca and says, I'll take the job, sir.
New portrait, new sprite.
Luca doesn't accept. Don't be so confident. This isn't like the trifling task you accomplished in Muse. Do you really think you capital letters U, can lead a company of warriors. Jowy replies, I don't need a whole company. Just 5,000 men, and give me that and the prisoners from U's, and I'll take the Green Hill Zone for you.
I feel like Jowy is speaking with the confidence of the Black Sword Rune right here.
You think so? Because, yeah he was always like kind of wishy-washy even when he killed Annabelle, but this is like he did the evil thing, and now he can be as evil as he wants.
He made his resolution, and now he's here. And
he's
this
chosen
is
his destiny.
Yes. What's particularly shocking here is that not that he's on the Highland side, but he's like a subordinate of Luca Blight now, after seeing the horrors of Luca Blight.
Luca accepts. Interesting. Give it a try, boy. If you defeat Green Hill Zone, as you say, I'll reward you handsomely. But if you are not successful, you will meet the same fate as your unworthy predecessor. Jowy, yes, there's that one. Says he understands. Fade to black.
If you're playing this game and it's time, are you just like, oh fuck, I'm ready to go to the next sequence to see what happens here? Because we just had, like I said, like a rather standard scenario, liberation scenario, you could call it, and now the ante has been upped because the commander of the army in the next area is going to be Jowy, and we're probably going to face him.
Is this? Well, I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know that for a fact, but like that seems to be what the promise is here.
Is this the first scene we've seen with Luca that we weren't witness to or interfered in? And that's only because we're kind of playing through Jowy's point of view as well. He's one of the three main characters on the poster of Suikoden 2. Because we've seen like an Anami by herself scene too.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of different. Yeah, this. And that didn't happen very much in the first game. Like, we didn't get a lot of off.
Yeah, it was just Fletch.
Yeah, just that one. So, yeah, I think you're right.
Well, I need to go to sleep, so you have to go to the real net.
Let's go to the real net. The promise has been made.
Initializing real net.
Hello, real net. Mr. Slyke says, if Dogman made a taco, I'm not eating it.
I would not eat a winger taco. I would eat a Dogman. I mean, not Dogman meat. I don't know what I would want.
John Doe says the Bright Shield Rune is proof of identity. Sounds like Big Rune is trying to microchip us.
Fucking Big Rune.
John Doe says, LOL, checks and balances, except they're separate but equal. Tactics, Grace Wandeer Person says, that was talking about the whipping.
Yeah.
This was before 24's Jack Bauer normalized torture for all of us.
Oh my God, yeah.
Mr. Slyke says, Fitcher's my guy, gets shit done. Dragon's Order says, custom panicked checking pockets animation. Eric, 2022. Put it on a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eric Van Eyne points this out. When I was streaming, the land sharks kept dodging and countering Ricky Maru every time he attacked. And Ricky Maru has a double beat rune on, so he attacks twice per turn.
Yeah, and they dodge both of them.
And he just kept getting eaten by sharks.
Whiff.
It was, Ricky Maru's he's not holding up. Eric Van Eyne says, those anime watching Phoebes. Mr. Slyke says Makai is perma worried. Shy Guy 32 says shout out to the one Highland archer who keeps just shooting at one Two River soldier that's standing there and keeps missing. Yeah, there's some animated Highland soldiers who are just keep firing their crossbows over and over again, and if you're standing there writing the dialogue down, they just keep shooting. It's kind of funny. Tactics Grace One Dear Person says I see chemical weapons have been normalized, but I don't think Jack Power did that.
Disagree
that
I'm pretty sure Jack Bauer injected somebody with some shit at a certain point.
Yeah.
I think he killed Bashir from Star Trek at a certain point.
Good God. When the kobold showed up, Kal-El says initiate Operation Kobold Shield. Mr. Slyke says Operation Best Boy Wall. Shy Guy 32 says we are all Starscream on this blessed day. Shy Guy 32 says isn't a company way less than 5,000 soldiers? Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if company is a technical term. I'm not an army guy.
Okay, thank you all, RealNet, for joining us. It was another good time. We'll see you next time. This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia recorded on, September 8th, 2022. Find us on Twitter at RetroAmnesiaPod, email podcast@retrogradeamnesia.com, and or support us on Patreon at patreon.com/retroam. Early access, bonus episodes, miniseries, Terra Enigma, Panzer Dragoon, other stuff. Go there and find out. Thanks, Mark.
Shepard.
Until next time.
Thanks, Mark.
Shepard.
Thanks, Mark.
Shepard.
Thanks, Mark.
Shepard.
Now you may go back to Mark.
Shepard.
Yeah, sure.
So E3 2009, I hear some familiar voices in the main hall before the entrance, that little lobby area.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, those sound like the Idle Thumbs dudes.
Oh.
And I walk over and there's 4 guys who I don't know what the fuck they look like at this point.
Yeah.
Huddled around a microphone at like there's these booths that were like with a table in them that were by the cafeteria where you could eat. And I was like, oh my God, they're fucking recording a podcast.
They used to call those podcasts they did out the show floors conf bombs.
Yes, conf bombs.
Or conf grenades. Grenade, yeah.
And I thought it was one of those.
Yeah.
And like I remember seeing the guy who I thought was Chris Remo speak, and he was like this blonde-haired, very tan guy. And I was like, whoa, that's what Chris Remo looks like. Wow.
But that's not what Chris Remo looks like.
So like years later, I saw what they all looked like, and I was like, that wasn't the fucking Idle Thumbs guys. Those were just some guys. So like for years, when I would listen to their podcast and hear them talk, I had the images of those guys in my head.
Oh, wow.
But it wasn't those fucking guys. It was just some fucking guys.
Great.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm an idiot.
I love the Idle Thumbs guys. I hope they're doing well.
Well, this is Steve Gaynors and fuck.
I love Chris Remo, Jake Rodkin.
Thank you, Sean.
Although I heard some fuck shit about Sean too.
Yeah, he was banning people in Dota 2 out of spite.
Okay, so
he was the reason that the Valve employees should be able to ban Dota 2 players just at random. He was the reason his abuse of that privilege led to it not happening anymore. We all have our worst moments.
I love Chris.
Anything racist.
Yeah. No. Yeah. That's not something that I would like be like, oh, fucking.
It's like that fucking sucks, dude. What'd
yeah.
you do that for? That's not like a cancelable offense.
Yeah. Sean Venom, the guy who got Epic Mickey off the floor.
That's a fucked up story. That's a really fucked up story.
Yeah.
That's like a domino effect case study right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, you ready for the next pod?
Yes. He changed Al Michaels' life.
I think Al Michaels is going. No, maybe it's not.
I think it is. I think Amazon got him or some.
Yeah,
fucked.
yeah.
He's not on.
Everything's different now, and I don't watch football as regularly as I used to, so I don't really know who works for what anymore. But it's all fascinating.
Tomorrow. So
well, I mean, it can still be fun, but I don't have time for that misery. Anyway, enough of that. I started unfollowing college football accounts just so I wouldn't have to think about college football.
Totally healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It can inform the player Genkaku's treatment by the state if they skip the Victor conversation.
Yeah.
So there's like a fail-safe. Like they're trying. I don't know why they keep making it optional, but they keep trying to tell you about Genkaku.
So our conversation is over here, and thus concludes our requisite mystical marginalized grandpa of hope. Oh, I said grandpa. I meant to say grandma.
Grandma. I guess I didn't finish it.
Oh, okay. So you finish it, then I'll do my line correctly again. Fake Net, I have some advice for you. There is a Let's Play of this game. It's on the Retrograde Amnesia channel.
I'm not flipping through multiple videos that aren't 8 hours long that I can't watch in sequential order. Plus, those are spoilers.
No, I can just tell you where
okay.
where I can tell you what video it is.
Chris has volunteered to take the Fake Net on this one.
Yeah, I've got it. It's right there.
Okay.
I got you, Fake Net.
Let's fucking play it in reverse.
Oh, shit.